Confused where to focus more in income tax? Let's decode the paper with precision. Do you want to score high in income tax? Let the chapter-wise marks guide your strategy. Stop studying blindly. Here's your roadmap to smart preparation for income tax law. Hello future CS, welcome back to my channel. Your one-stop guide for everything related to CA exams. If you're new here, I am Pooja, a chartered accountant. I have an experience of working for Ernst & Young and KPMG, and I help CA aspirants like you succeed with practical tips, strategies and support. In today's video, I am going to reveal the chapter-wise marks distribution for CA Inter Taxation Section A, that is Income Tax Law. So if you have been wondering which chapters to prioritize, as to where ICI asks more questions and how to plan your studies smartly, then stay with me till the end. This chapter-wise marks analysis is based on the latest trends and past exam weightage. And this was also revealed previously in the ICI webinar. So it's going to help you study smart and not just hard. So here's what we are covering today. Chapter-wise breakdown, strategic preparation tips, high weightage versus low weightage areas, and must prepare topics for exam success. So let's jump right into the syllabus and decode what matters the most. Also guys, if you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, when you visit my channel, in the playlist section, you can see there is a separate playlist for CA Inter exams. So in this playlist, you can find different type of study plan, subject specific guidance and much more videos. And there is also a playlist for CA GPT for students. In this playlist, I have made different videos in which I have shown as to how you can use CA GPT while preparing for your exams. So do visit my channel and watch these videos. And there are various other playlists as well which might be helpful for you. So first we will see the syllabus of the income tax law. So totally there are 9 chapters which are segregated into 5 sections. So we will see in detail as to which chapter belongs to which section, and we'll also see what topics are covered under each chapter. So you can see this pie chart here. So section 1. Under this we have chapter number 1, basic concepts. So under basic concepts, the topics covered will be income tax law and introduction. Significant concepts in income tax law, including concepts like person, assessee, previous year, assessment year, income, agriculture income, etc. And some more concepts covered under this basic concepts are basis of charge, procedure of computation of total income, and tax payable in case of individuals. So we also have chapter number 2, that is residential status and scope of total income. So this chapter basically covers determination of residential status of the assessee and also computation of scope of total income. That is, residential status is whether is a ordinary resident or whether is a not ordinary resident and whether is a non-resident. So this comprises the section 1. Now coming to section number 2. So in section 2 we have chapter number 3, different heads of income. So this chapter comprises of heads of income and the provisions governing computation of incomes under different head. That is income from salary, income from house property, profits and gains of business or profession, and capital gains and income from other sources. Then we have the section number 3. So the section number 3 includes chapter number 4, income of other persons included in the assessee's total income. That is clubbing of income. And then aggregation of income, set off and carry forward of losses. And also deductions from gross total income. Next we have section number 4. So this comprises of chapter number 7, advanced tax, tax deduction at source and tax collection at source. And also chapter number 8, provisions for filing return of income and self-assessment. And then we have the last section, section 5. This comprises of chapter number 9, income tax liability, computation and optimization. So basically this includes computation of total income and income tax payable by an individual under the alternative tax regimes under the Income Tax Act to optimize the tax liability. So basically this includes comparison of the different regimes and which regime has to be selected to optimize the tax liability. So basically in income tax, it is better to follow this flow itself for studying. That is, first you have to study the basic concept, then the residential status, then you have to go to the heads of income. That is the all the five heads of income. And then you will be studying about the clubbing, setting of carry forward and about deduction. And then you will be studying about topics of advanced tax, return filing, and then computation of tax liability, comparison of different regimes and optimization. So in the syllabus itself, they have given the chapters in the logical sequence. So it is better to study the chapters in this order itself, because then only you will be able to understand thoroughly. Because like randomly, suppose you open this section 3 and if you start studying this clubbing, setting off, you might not be able to understand, because unless we study this basic concept, residential status and heads of income, we won't be able to understand this section 3. So one suggestion is to study in this order itself. So now let's go ahead and let's see as to for each chapter how much marks is allotted. So now we will see the section wise weightage and also the chapter wise marks distribution. So section number 1, this comprises of chapter 1 basic concepts and chapter 2 residential status and scope of total income. The weightage allotted to this is 10% to 20%. And the marks allotted are 6 marks to 8 marks. So you can note this down in your notebook so that you can refer while studying. Next we have section number 2, that is chapter 3, different heads of income. The weightage allotted to this is 25% to 30%, and the marks allotted to this chapter is 14 marks to 18 marks. Next we have section number 3. This comprises of chapter 4, income of other persons included in assessor's total income, that is clubbing of income. Chapter number 5, aggregation of income, set off and carry forward of losses. And chapter number 6, deductions from gross total income. The weightage allotted for this section is 15% to 20%. And the marks allotted are 8 marks to 12 marks. Next we have section number 4. This comprises of chapter number 7, advanced tax, tax deduction at source and tax collection at source. And chapter number 8, provisions for filing return of income and self-assessment. The weightage allotted for this section is 15% to 20%. And the marks allotted are 8 marks to 12 marks. Next we have the last section, that is section number 5. This comprises of chapter 9, income tax liability, computation and optimization. The weightage allotted for this is 20% to 25%, and the marks allotted are 15 marks. So I hope you have written down these details. So now as per the analysis, if we see, the chapters with the highest weightage or highest marks are as follows. Section number 2 and section number 5. That is chapter 3, heads of income. This is 25% to 30% weightage, and the marks are 14 marks to 18 marks. And then we have chapter number 9, That is the last chapter, income tax liability computation, comparison of different regimes and optimization of tax liability. The weightage for this is 20% to 25% and the marks allotted is 15 marks. So basically these two chapters carry the highest weightage based on the past exam trends and also based on the section wise weightages. So you can concentrate more on these chapters. However, do not ignore the other chapters as well. And that wraps up our chapter wise marks breakdown for CA Inter Income Tax Law. Now you know which chapters deserve more attention, where the most marks lie, and how to prioritize your study time efficiently. One pro tip is don't skip the small chapters either. Sometimes even a 4 marker from a less expected chapter can make a huge difference in your score. So guys, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. I hope this video will help you to crack the CA Inter with right focus and smart planning. Until next time, keep learning, stay motivated, and all the best for your exams. I will see you all in the next video.